I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Chevy Chase and his family on National Lampoon's European Vacation. Share the sights, the sounds, and the thrill.
Hey, Dad, look. Bedpan.
Of being in Europe. With Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's European Vacation. Rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about another review for Johnny. Thank you, Johnny, for supporting me on Patreon. He got one of the bid tiers, so he's doing quite a few reviews. If anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, you do so either directly via my PayPal or part of my Patreon. Links are down below in the info box. If not, no worries. If so, thank you. Now, National Lampoon's European Vacation, granted, is nowhere near as bad as, say, Christmas Vacation 2, which I'll get to. Or the Vacation reboot. But this is a big step down compared to the first film. And then the next film, Christmas Vacation, is a great step up. And then Vacation Vacation I actually like. But this... I've seen this a couple times, wanting to like it more, and there's a couple moments I don't mind. First off, you have a fucking film that in the first 5 minutes is a game show called Pig in a Poke, where our main characters, the Griswolds, are in pig outfits. You already know something is awry when your main characters have fucking pig outfits on. Porky Pig outfit. Pink. Because this fucking game show. They win. They get a trip to Europe. Things go wrong. Kind of random stuff. Feels more like a tour guide around Europe than a fucking movie. I get the idea. National Lampoon's Vacation was successful. Great comedy, which I just reviewed. European Vacation seems like it makes sense. We went around America, now let's go to Europe. Franchises need to stop going to Europe. So many times it doesn't go well. Rush Hour 3, Die Hard 5, this one. I don't know what it is. It just... There hasn't been a good record where they make a sequel that goes to Europe and then it's a much better movie. I don't know why. Because Amy Heckerling directed this, and Amy Heckerling did Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which I liked. She went on to do Clueless, which I liked. But this one, there are times where it just seemed too silly. Or you got Chevy Chase fantasizing that he's in The Sound of Music for some fucking reason. Do we really need a parody of The Sound of Music? I mean, we got... I don't know, I'm watching them going... The times it comes alive is times that would remind me of something that'd be in the first one. when they're in that circle and the entire day he's trying to go left. It's just amazing. I cannot get left. Because he's in the wrong lane and he keeps going this circle and he needs to get out of there, but he just keeps circling and circling and no one will give him the right of way. That seems like something that would be in the first film. But this, you got... these in-laws, and then they find out it's not their in-laws. Well, the Griswolds never realize it. So half the jokes seem to be in the mind frame of, okay, people talk, and we don't know their language, so we don't subtitle it. When you subtitle it, make sure you put fuck or some other crazy words in the subtitles. Oh my God, they said that? I swear, if not half, like a third of the jokes is that type of stuff. You have Eric Idle. He's a guy who keeps getting hit by Chevy Chase's character. Even though he keeps getting hit and bloodier, he's very nice about it. And weirdly enough, makes an appearance in Christmas Vacation too. The kids, Jason Lively is Rusty. He was the star of Night of the Creeps. Anthony Michael Hall did not come back because he was doing Weird Science. I can't blame him. Weird Science to me is a much funnier, better comedy than this. The girl in the first film wanted to come back, but they said, well, we can't get the guy, so let's get another girl, which is such a weird, stupid thought process. I didn't understand that. And the dads, I just didn't care for a lot of the dads. I mentioned the in-laws, but it's not really the in-laws thing. They see Stonehenge and Chevy Chase accidentally knocks it down like dominoes. The beer festival where it's this crazy ritual dance thing and Clark keeps getting hit. The finale where the mom gets kidnapped and Chevy Chase has to save her. Earlier, Clark videotaped her naked, and then that camera was stolen, and later on, someone sold that tape. So now there's pictures of her half-assed naked. What did work was, one, I do think the actors are doing their best. Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo. Jason Lively and the other girl plays the different sister compared to the first one. They're doing what they can. Funny enough, Jason Lively did get a couple chuckles out of me with some of his reactions. They're running around looking at art and the sister faints. And Jason Lively goes, "Are you happy, Dad? She's dead." Granted, it's very over the top, but I found it kind of funny. And one of the scenes that made me chuckle the most was, again, something I could see in the first film where they're on the train, the four of them, and they're just butting the shit out of each other because they're mad at each other. And I just see them doing something like this in the car or something in the first movie where it's Chevy Chase playing around with this little flip thing, or Jason Lively listening to music, singing, or one's popping their gum more. And Chevy Chase takes Jason Lively's Walkman and he can't figure it out. And Jason Lively mocking him. And then they're wrestling with each other and Chevy Chase gives him, that burn, and Lively's, ow! That made me laugh. That made me chuckle. Maybe because it just felt more natural and it felt... Granted, there was crazy stuff in the first film, don't get me wrong, but here it just... With the Stonehenge dropping like dominoes, it seemed... Again, it starts out with them dressed up as fucking pigs. And then this thief at the end, almost out of nowhere, this happens, and then grabs the mom, and Chevy saves her. And also a weird ending montage, because they go back to America. I guess weird because I actually wish this was in a better movie. Because I don't mind the song. Back in America. That seems like a song that would work for a Captain America movie. If it was in the 80s or 90s. Back in America. And there's a montage of all these pictures to think of America. Like there's Christopher Reeve Superman, there's Smokey the Bear, there's baseball, there's MTV, there's Bugs Bunny, there's Hulk Hogan. It was fun to see this montage at the end. Weird, because there's this film to America. That's the point. But yeah, part of me wish this song and montage was in a different movie. It's too good for this movie. So I didn't really care for this film that much. Again, couple chuckles when the four of them are butting the shit out of each other on the train. I mentioned the bit with the, I cannot get a lift. But it seemed as if, oh shit, we could really showcase people's ideas of where they can vacation at. If they want to go on vacation. So they go to here. A part of me is like, well, yeah, it makes sense. It's called European Vacation. But it wasn't that funny. It wasn't as funny as the first one. For some reason, it felt more scattered, or maybe Amy Heckerling's different comedy sensibility compared to, say, Harold Ramis. Or even compared to the ones after. It just didn't work for me. I just wasn't a big fan of this one. There's much worse ones. I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but it wasn't huge on this. Wasn't big on this. Maybe you need a few more passes on the script or a different director. I don't know. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.